Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic here. Today's project out of the Disgruntled Mechanic garage is changing a tire with a manual tire changer. You've seen this before, but the reason I'm doing this is someone asked the Harbor Freight, the top diameter is a 16-inch tire. And somebody said, can you go above that to an 18? I don't know about an 18, but I'm changing them on my 2011 Chevy Volt. So I am going to do a 17-inch, and it's an aluminum rim, and we're going to give that a try. Now, one thing I do want to caution, and I am going to say right off the bat, is this is my personal vehicle. These aluminum rims, if they get a little scratch on them or something, which more than likely they're going to, being that you're using this manual tire changer, I really don't care. Because they're 9 years old. I have scratches in them, dings in them. So a little bit of a scratch or nick, as long as it doesn't bend the rim, bust the rim, it doesn't really matter to me. So, you know, that's why I'm doing it with the manual tire changer, my tires, my rims. But anyhow, let's go with a 17-inch rim. I have one off. All I've done so far is deflated it. So let's see if we can get the tire broken off of the rim, and we'll continue. Now, of course, I've done it before, and many of my loyal followers will know that I've done a few videos on doing the tires, but I have never done 17 inches on it. So this is the reason for this. So let's give it a try. What I've been doing, and I actually should have did before I started filming, is I started leaving the air out. What I've been doing is breaking them when there was still a little bit of air in them, and it actually seemed to work pretty good. That came from a commenter on one of my other videos, and that seemed to work. Now this one's has most of the air out, so we'll go ahead and we'll try it and see what happens. And once again, for the most part, breaking them down, good old Dawn dishwashing detergent is what I'm using, and what I have used. So, alright, let's see if we can break this down. If I can't, I'll pump a little more air. I'll pump some air in it so that it has some in it, and we'll do it that way. But let's see what happens. One of the things you want to do is make sure that your tire sensor isn't up there where you're breaking it. So, and then the other thing I do, now it's soapy, so be careful, but I use Fat Boy Power on it. And that seems to work well. And one of the other things I've been doing is laying a piece of rubber down so that we don't hurt the rims when we do this. And once again, they're my rims, so whatever happens, happens. We'll put one under the rim here where it hits. Alrighty. Once again, Fat Boy Power. God, Fat Boy Power works. Alright, we'll throw it up on here and we'll go from there. So we'll get the tire up on here. I'll let it pop my little cover cap off here. And then we'll get our little keeper in here. There it is. Then one of the other things I did, which I seen, and I'm sorry, I can't remember what channel it was, honestly, I'll give them credit, is putting these in here. Old pieces of old tire that I cut off. Just to try and stop it, you know, make sure it doesn't mar the rim up at all. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to start so you're going away from your sensor. Watch me do it the wrong way. And we're all lubried up, so we're good there. Come back again. Bring it around. Pull up on the tire a little bit to get it started coming off. And there you go. Now we'll get another tire and we'll mount it on and we'll see how it goes. Now that seems when you mar it up more. And I'm going to say right now, people say to use the head end of this to put these tires on. I can never get that to work. I've tried in other videos. I can't get it to work. I do it this way. If you want to use that duck bill or whatever the hell they call it, that's fine. I do it this way that I'm going to show, and I've never had a problem. I've seen other guys do it. They use that duck bill or whatever you want to call it, and they end up doing it the way that I do the tire. Some of them, not all. But they say the ones that do it the way that I do it say it's easier. A lot of talking. Let's get a tire on. Now I've been mounting and balancing them myself. I got the cheap Harbor Freight style bubble balancer. Had no problems so far. That's what I'm using. If you would like to see a video on that, comment down below. I can make one using that. But okay, here we go. A lot of times you can get the first side on without using any tools if you lube it up enough, which I did. Now what I do is I bring this side down. Once again, these are aluminum rims. I'm not telling you to do it this way. This is the way I do it because they're older rims. This is more to prove the 17-inch part of it. But I actually take vice grips and put a piece of rubber up top, loosely clamp it. Now we're going to go a little tighter than that. Loosely clamp it. How'd that work? Not quite that loose. You can buy clamps to do this that are non-scratch, so feel free if you'd like to. I've thought about it. I may. But you just need that to hold that a little bit so you get started. I like to try and get it on by hand as far as I can. Like I said, now here is the part where it may scratch them and mar them a bit, because you got to put a little bit of work into this. Make sure they're lubed up good. I go a little bite at a time. Make sure you take the tire down to drop center. Try to be as careful and as slow as I can. That's a little too much of a bite. We'll take a smaller bite. We'll go and we'll keep pressure on here. We'll come and get another little bite. Like I said, here's where you can mar it a little bit. It's on the very side of the rim there, so if that bothers you, most certainly don't do this. Now you're pretty much home free. Should almost go in there pretty easily now. There it is. It's mounted. So it will mount a 17-inch tire. So from here, it's a matter of putting air in it, balancing it. My other chuck took a crap, so I got to use the one that I don't normally use, and to use that one I got to put the valve stem in. So let's hope it pops and seats. If not, we'll have to go to ulterior means. I'm going to lube it up good before I start. And no, I'm not worried about the water disturbing or making the balancing incorrect. Doesn't want to play. There it did. That was a little more pressure than what I like to put in them, but it went. See what we got in here just for gits and shiggles. 35, so we're pretty close to our 38 we put in. Close enough. So there you have it. You see, you can do a 17-inch tire, at least this size. Let me see what size for sure. 215, 55R 17 is what I did and what I just mounted. This is Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic saying, hey, just remember, if you can get somebody else to do it, you're probably better off. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.